I'm Leslie Shelby with the Career Development Center here at Lipscomb. One of my main responsibilities is serving as the internship coordinator for the Career Development Center. I'm so aware of how important internships are for students for their professional development, but I'm also aware that managing the process can be an administrative nightmare for faculty. So I want to tell you a little bit about the process and how I can work with you to make the process a little bit more manageable. So employers are constantly contacting our office with new internship opportunities. Anytime an internship comes to me and it looks like it might be appropriate for your academic department, I'll send you an email with the description, and if you think it's appropriate for academic credit, just respond back and let me know. From there, I'll post it online at lipscomb.experience.com, and I'll begin marketing it to students. But that's not the only way that an internship can get approved. A student may come directly to you with an internship and ask for approval. It's totally fine for you to give that approval. Just make sure that you encourage them to come to an internship orientation. If a student doesn't come to an internship orientation, they may never get into our process and we won't be able to support you academically. So help us maintain accurate records by encouraging them to come to an internship orientation. One of the key components of our program is that we utilize a dual override process. When you approve an opportunity for a specific student, you give them one override. When they come to an internship orientation, then we give them the second override. Please only give your students one override, so that way, again, we can make sure that we're maintaining accurate records and support you through the process. Internship orientations are conducted at the beginning of every semester, and they're offered at a wide variety of times to accommodate your student's schedule. Each student only has to come to one internship orientation, but at that orientation, we'll cover the university administrative requirements, so that internship core that everyone does, and then we also cover workplace safety, sexual harassment, Facebook, computer usage, cell phone usage, basically everything that you want to tell them but really don't have time to give them. We provide that to them in that course. So I mentioned the university internship program core. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that, but remember, you can always add additional requirements to it as you see fit for your interns. But basically that core consists of all the things that are just the basic requirements for students. Every student will do an agreement that'll come directly to the Career Development Center, and I'll put it in their file. From there, the students are going to do a goal-setting sheet that they develop with their employer. They'll discuss that with you, but then the student's going to retain that copy for their internship portfolio, and I'll explain the portfolio in a second. After their goal-setting sheet, they're going to do an initial review where the employer evaluates them right off the bat. So we're going to have an initial benchmark, and then they'll also do a final evaluation at the end so we can see how far they've come. So the students are going to be documenting their progress through monthly logs. Those will be submitted through the internet. I'll send you a copy back, so that way you'll know about their progress all along the way. But remember, the students are supposed to be maintaining their originals for their portfolio. So let me tell you a little bit about the portfolio. At the end of the semester, the student should provide you with a professional-looking presentation binder that's going to include their documentation along with a final paper and any work samples from their internship. You'll receive that during exam week. You'll also receive a packet of documentation from the Career Development Center. That'll include all of the administrative support that we've been doing and a copy of their final evaluation. Once you receive those two things, you review them and you give the student a grade. So you retain the academic control and we are just the administrative support.
We transferred our internship process over to the Career Development Center about 2 or 3 years ago, and it's been nothing but, I have nothing but good things to say about it, the whole process. The first thing that I really appreciate is the orientation that Leslie does. She does a great job with our students about professionalism, being on time, just dress, decorum, everything to their phone messages, everything, and it's things that they need to hear to really take the internship seriously. I think the second thing that I've noticed is really changed and has really improved is the reporting process. I used to have to try to track all those things down, and now I get them regularly, emails directly to me from the students, and that's been a really big help too. Is that, and it allows me then to call the internship director, the people where they're placed, and check up on them and see how they're doing. The third thing that I really appreciate is the portfolios at the end. I'm getting some great portfolios and some good reports on their progress or the projects that they did. I never got that kind of thing before, so I really appreciate that. Highly recommend the Career Development Center. It's been a great arrangement for me, and I know for the students they benefited too.